Hey, Honey's Kitchen. Hi, sis. How you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, and evening. I think it's your good evening. How you doing, sis? I'm a bit late today. I was supposed to start at 9 a.m. Oh, I couldn't. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I just had to do this. If not, I couldn't start at 9, my usual time, but it's all good. How you doing? So today I'll be discussing raising kids in 2022, a case in point of Korra Obidi. A lot of people are threatening her, reporting her to social um, welfare so that they will come and get the kids from her and all of that. So I don't know if they are doing well by doing that or they just want to, harm her. Oh, it's 3:19 p.m. your time. Wow, you see, it's 9:19. My household, they are still sleeping even. It's only the little one that wakes up very early. Hi, I am Neki, my sister, longest time. How are you doing? How are you doing? It's been a long time. I said you've been so busy that your summer is almost here, so your busy time. Don't forget also, no matter how you get busy, still check on us, even if it's WhatsApp, just to say hi. Let's know you're doing okay. Or just update your community page, so that people will know you're doing fine. So I'm trying to discuss this issue, a case in point of Korra Obidi. Korra Obidi, I think she made a video yesterday crying about people reporting her to social. I think I'm echoing. Let me see. Where is that voice coming from? Sorry, guys. I thought I was echoing. So, hi, my African tail. Hi, Mel. How you doing? Thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate you guys. I nearly didn't come out today, but I said no. I've told people that I'm gonna be here on Saturday, every Saturday at 9 a.m. And I must come to, even if it's a very short period, let me just come and show my face and talk to my family here on YouTube as well. Um, okay, let me see what Honey said. I don't really know the story about the Obidi. Okay, her husband, came to social media to cry out that he was divorcing the girl after about 4 days of her putting to bed and all of that. So it became social media sensation. The lady is Nigerian, the guy is a Canadian American. So, and they both live in the US. So, and also Cora on her part is an exotic dancer. So, everything was kind of bizarre when it happened. People blamed the husband for being insensitive. Your wife just put to bed few days, about 5 or 4 days he was announcing divorce. So a lot of people came for Cora. A lot of people were in favor of Justin. So they've been on the news now for over a month, going to 2 months this April. If not, it should be up to 2 months now. Hi, we Unlock Nation. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate all of you. So I saw that yesterday she made headlines again yesterday, crying, making a video. Why are people so wicked? Why are they reporting her to social services? That she's a good mother and all of that. So I don't know why people are doing that. The girl earns her living from social media, so she needs to be on social media to continue to make income to pay her rent. She lives in Los Angeles. Rent is too expensive. Upkeep is expensive, especially now that the price of items, commodities are very, very expensive. For example, a box of chicken we used to buy for $11.12 is now $20. You can understand the hike. So to me, people should just leave that lady, let her try and figure herself out. I don't know why they are on her. They should just let them be. And all this while she has been quiet. She refused to say anything, bad about her husband. Her husband has been making all kinds of videos making her to look good. Sorry, making her look bad in social media. But I don't know. They should just cut them some slack and give them a break. Honestly, that's the way I say it. Calling social services, that was really way too high. It was too far. It was too far for people to do that. Yeah, honestly, the cost of living, hey, I don't even know where to start. The regular goat meat, pack of goat meat we used to buy for $15 is now $22. So it's either you go to the farm to buy the goat meat, or you manage the $22. That will not make your usual pot of soup. So things are expensive. She kept on dancing, kept on making her videos just for her to keep earning money. That's her livelihood, being on social media, whether Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. That's where she makes money. Nobody's gonna give her money to pay her bills. Nobody's gonna give her money to pay her rent. Nobody's gonna give her money to take care of the kids. So people should just they should just chill. We unlock say Las Vegas is cheaper. I don't want to believe you. We unlock Las Vegas is where it's happening. I don't want to believe that. It can't be cheaper than Midwest. I live in Minnesota, so no, 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 no. It can't be cheaper. Las Vegas is where it's happening, where people go to spend their money. How can that be cheaper? Wow. The moment you bring your story to the media, then the people will help you. Yeah, that's what is happening to them. But on her part, she did not bring this to social media, but her husband did, and she has kept quiet. But because of her personality on social media, she dances with almost wearing nothing sometimes. So people, we Africans, we really don't like to see that, but that's her business, that's her income, that's her profession. So I wish people would just let them be, let them figure themselves out through the court system and go their separate ways and move on. People separate every day, divorce every day in the US. And I don't know why their own is even getting worse than the celebrities, if I will put it that way. So I'm going to be dropping my link as well. Let's discuss this. Male fitness. I hope you're joining me today. So anyone that is interested in jumping in should jump in. And I'm talking about parenting our kids in this social media dispensation. How do we parent them? How do we help our kids? Raising our kids in this social media. The reason why they called social services for Korra was because some people said that Korra was dancing and her daughter was asking, "Where is daddy? Where is daddy?" Then the little girl said that daddy is no more. I don't want to use the exact word the little girl said. So when the girl is two, they, according to them, they said the little girl said daddy is no more, and then Cora said yes, daddy is no more. I mean, no more, it means daddy has been deleted, or kind of that was, but I didn't hear that from that video. I didn't hear that. And then again, you can imagine the speech of a 2-year-old. They don't really talk well. The people interpreting what the girl said are interpreting from the other side of the screen. They weren't there in the room with Cora. They might not even have picked the word the girl said well. So I don't know. I saw it on Instagram, and the person I saw it on her handle, she has been on Cora. I said, oh my goodness, people should let this lady be. Honestly, the way they are going about this whole thing, I don't think is required. Honestly, I don't think it. I'm trying to see if I can pull down her video. Okay, I'm happy she has deleted it. Yeah, yeah, good enough. She took it off. That's the best thing that happened to her. They were busy sharing it on their social media platform, making the girl look so bad. Okay, Mel says she's trying to put Madame to sleep. Okay, okay, please join me. And then Amkechi said they should leave Korra alone because of the way she chooses to do. I don't know. I really don't know. Everybody can be can wear Maria Maka, you understand? Everybody can we can all be the same. If we are the same, it's gonna be a very boring world. They should just let that girl be. She's a very strong woman. And honestly speaking, I give it to her that she's a strong person. Imagine your husband announcing divorce on social media of all places, like 5 days after you put to bed. And then she still had the courage to come back 2 days on her Instagram, dancing as if nothing happened, without uttering a word. She kept mute. Her husband was busy making videos, saying all sorts of things about her. She kept quiet. People should just let her be. Honestly, they're gonna figure themselves out eventually, but let her keep making her money because she needs to pay her bills. She needs to pay her bills. Anybody that really loves Justin should advise Justin to move on. Move on and let this girl be. Honestly, she's a strong woman because sometimes I try. The way I feel empathy for people is when I put myself in their shoes. And in this chorus own, I tried to imagine everything going around her. I remembered when I had my baby. I remembered when seeing my husband in the theater when I was trying to like push and all of that, him holding my hands. I remember I told him, leave me alone. You know, that kind of a thing. He was surprised. He has never seen me in that way. Then after 4 days or 5 days I put to bed, he would tell me that, oh girl, I'm divorcing you on social media. Imagine. Ah, there is a hidden anger from, yeah, there is serious issue with their marriage, you understand, but coming to social media to say it was bad enough and he should have stopped, but he kept coming. And as he kept making videos, his social media platform is growing. People are, he got a lot of subscribers because of this on Instagram, a lot of followers on Instagram, a lot of followers on Facebook. He's making these videos, and I believe by now maybe his Facebook account is already monetized. He sees volume, number, views, people comment, and he literally takes them into heart, coming to read the comment. Who cares? This guy should just move on. Trying to judge Cora, you knew she was an exotic dancer before you guys said I do. Now the whole thing is not working. Whatever your grievances, you should channel that grievances to the right direction. Go for mediation if you want one. If you don't want mediation, file a divorce in court, not on social media. Anyways, yeah, she did. Honestly, I really felt it when she said that, Mel. When she said I am a wife, she said, well, I felt so bad. She's still considering herself as a wife, you know. Ah, oh. Did you notice she referred herself as a wife before correcting? Yeah, she did, Mel. And then Honey's kitchen said, so many people are going through a lot, but when they come out on social media, it's all smiles. Of course, what happened here when Justin, the husband, said that on social media. Few days after he got, I think people really, said a lot of bad things to him for doing that and all of that. So he came back to retract his word that he didn't mean that Korra was cheating, that Korra cheated during their early days of marriage or early years of relationship. He tried to apologize to Korra's parents and all of that. But I was expecting, haven't done that, for him to have stopped. But this guy no agree. I felt, to me, maybe he's already making money on Facebook. And once you start seeing the numbers, the figures, you you want to go on after all. And some of the things he said, making reference that Korra is a very rich woman. Why did she get a one-bedroom apartment? It's none of your business. That's what she can afford for the time being. And you can't leave me, tell me that you're divorcing me, and you now want to dictate my life after you. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't. What they did, they portrayed their marriage to be very, very exceptional. In interracial marriage, beautiful one, always her husband always holding her hands, cuddling her while she dance. And then all of a sudden, you come to tell the social media, that same social media, that you're no longer doing. They will drag you. And that's what is happening here. Mel said that tells me that she's yet to process. She's still, I'm telling you, she hasn't processed it. Mel, nobody will quickly process it that way, unless if you're if you're not human. The girl is taking her time to heal, and this dance she continued to do is also a healing process for her. If she stopped dancing, that girl will go into serious health crisis. It gives her joy to come in front of a camera and dance and all of that. It gives her joy. It's a healing process as well. We should not judge others. Don't be surprised that she's more responsible than those wearing Maria Maka. Are you telling me, Neki? Of course, she are you telling me? Don't even bring that Maria Maka issue. I went to school in the north. I will tell you what they do by 7 p.m. at night with all the cover thing they are wearing. So forget that one. I don't want to talk about it right now. The girl seems to be a responsible girl, at least trying to fend for her children, trying to take care of them. Some people will be saying, why is she still dancing? Of course, that's her profession. Some will say, why is she dancing naked in front of her children? She has some bikini on. And some will say, she could have, she would have taken her children out of the place and dance. Who will look after the children? She doesn't have a nanny. She has so many reasons why she's doing what she's doing. People should just move on and let the poor lady be. That's my opinion anyway, but I can't speak for everybody. I can only speak for myself and how I feel. Sorry guys, I need to get water. Thank you all. So hey, Ufoma TV, Ufoma TV. Hi sis. Thank you for joining. Excuse me. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for the thumbs up as well. Thank you so much. So today I'm discussing. I should be putting this things here. Yeah. Today I'm talking about raising our kids in 21st century and a case in hand, Korra Obidi. Yesterday, Korra made a call, rather a plea, asking people to leave her alone, that she's a good parent, and why some people were busy saying that she's not. To me, I think she's a good mother. People should just let her be, let her process her problem and try and figure out how to solve it. Life is not easy, especially when you live overseas, that you don't have, families around to help you nurture your newborn. She's already going through a lot. People should just let her be. So that's what I'm discussing today. If you guys are interested in jumping in, don't hesitate to jump in. Let's talk about it. How do we secure our children on social media? What do we need to do for them to be safe on social media, especially if they have smartphone, if they are using laptop, tablets? How do we make sure that people don't get in our kids' faces? True. I feel Cora is stressed. People need to leave her alone. Abroad life isn't easy, especially with little kids. My sister, you can say that again. You can say that again. People calling her and all of that, I don't know what they stand to gain. I don't know what they stand to gain. I really don't know. They should let the girl be. She's going through a lot already. She's going through a lot already, honestly. She is. She made that plea yesterday. And before I saw her video, I already saw a comment on somebody's Instagram where she posted a video about, I don't know who the random lady, who that lady is, I don't know who. She was trying to say a lot of things about Korra, and that Korra is not a good parent, Korra is this, Korra is that. If we start judging every one of us, hey, judging every one of us the way we parent, I don't think anybody will be called a fit mother or a fit. People should just move on. Let the girl be. Let the girl be. And what measures do we need in this dispensation to make sure that our kids are safe online? That's another thing I want us to be discussing today. Measures we need to put in place to make sure our kids are secured online. Honestly, that's how I feel. I feel they should let the girl be. They should just let Cora be. Honestly, I don't know how else I can say it, but people should just let her be. They should let her be. Give me 1 second, please. They should let the poor lady be. Oh, honestly speaking. Yeah, they should let her be. I don't know what she did that she's getting all this. People do things differently. After all, no one is. I tell you, no one is. Anybody that is telling me is perfect, I will tell the person, you better come here and go to heaven, because it's only Jesus that I know that is perfect. Anybody on this earth, including their so-called pastors, we are all on the same boat. Nobody is perfect. It's only Christ that is perfect. They should let the lady be. In all honesty, they should let her be. Honestly, that's the way I feel. They should just let her be, let her do her thing, let her manage herself, because it's not easy. Hey, anybody that will tell me it's easy to raise kids overseas, let the person come and tell me how. You, if you want to go grocery shopping now that is just the kids are just with her, she has to put them in strollers. She will take them to grocery shopping herself. If she wants to go to the bank, she's going taking them along. If she has a gig to perform, any place she has a gig, she has to go and pay a nanny to sit with the kids for those few hours. It's hard already. They should just let the girl be. Hi, Nzube. Hi, sweetie. Thank you for joining me. Hi, Sandy Coco TV. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. Thank you. Amazing people. Please don't forget to thumbs up the video for me as you come in. God bless you guys. Um, Nzube said, want to sleep now. Have a hectic week. Oh, much love to everyone. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up as well. Thank you. I really appreciate. Honest, I nearly didn't even make this stream myself. I said I've already promised my community here that I will be here on Saturday. So let me just try, even if it's for a short period of time. Let's just be here. Thank you, Mary Queen Longman. Hi, sweetie. How you doing? Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate. I saw your video. I was so happy when I watched your video. I said, now my girl is on point. You're going to see changes on your channel. Just make sure you use all the hashtag Dakar, Senegal, what have you, road tour, city tour, drive with me, every hashtag that relates to that. Do that. Thank you so much, Honey's Kitchen, for the share. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for joining me. So I'm of the opinion that they should let the girl be. It's good enough that she's going through divorce process. They should let her be. Those calling for social services to come and take her kids, I don't know what they stand to gain. I don't know what they stand to gain. I really have no idea. The girl is doing all she can at the moment. That's all she's doing. Her consistent Facebook posts, dance, and videos is because that's where she gets paid. That's where she makes her money to take care of her little ones. And we don't expect everybody to come and start crying. Oh, they asked me, he told me he doesn't love me anymore. He's divorcing me. You come crying. Gone are the days. Okay. She is one lucky person to be strong. So people should celebrate her for her strength. They should celebrate her instead of castigate her. They should let her be. In all honesty, let her be. That's what I think, and that's how I feel. She's doing all she can at the point to make sure her kids are well taken care of, to make sure she pays her rent, to make sure she puts food on the table. All those calling her out, I don't know how many of them that sent her $1, talk more of $50. They should let the girl be. So that's what I'm discussing today, Korra Obidi, and I believe they're already in court for the divorce processes, and it takes a little time because of the way that we started it. By the time we know it, it will all be good. The custody of the children might, drag it a little further, but they will both be fine. Both Justin and Cora, they will be fine. They will be fine. I'm talking about it. Okay, another people thing I was reading. If you go to the comment section, people's concern why she kept dancing even with her kids there. Hey, P Love TV sis, how you doing? I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're doing okay. We are warming up for all the baby dramas in the future. We are warming up. That channel is gonna blow. It must blow with all our baby things coming up. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate. Please don't forget to thumbs up the video for me. So today I'm talking about raising our case in 2022, a case in hand, Korra. I don't know if you're following Korra's story. The Nigerian and American, the husband came on social media to celebrate their divorce. That's the way I'm gonna put it. Mel, if you go to comment section, you will read and start wondering what goes on into people's mind. Some people even said that they should send her back tonight. They should deport her and all of that. This lady is not did not marry this man because of papers. So people should just stop. She already has her life straight in here. There is nothing they haven't said about this girl. Nothing. And the same people speaking ills about her are still the same people that will go by the corner and be watching her videos because because of the way the videos are. So I call them hypocrites anyway. But as far as I'm concerned, the girl hasn't done anything wrong. Yeah, so she was. Oh, P-Love said she was a celebrity before the marriage. She was, and the guy knew that this is her profession. You understand? It's not something that she's going to quit tomorrow and go and become a nurse or become a 9 to 5 person. She goes to the beach. She dances. She dances on the street, anywhere, everywhere. So far, she has a camera in her front. She will do her dance, post on her social media account, make the money. So people should just let her be. That's the way I look at it. They should let her be. You see your opinion now. He married her because of her status. You see, people are not even looking at it that way, you know. You know, our mentality, our Nigerian mentality, because of the way she dresses and all of that. Everybody can wear Mary Amaka. I said it before. And even the fact that one is wearing Mary Amaka is not guaranteed ticket to heaven. No, it's your relationship with God that makes you go to heaven or what have you. So people should just be less judgmental, you know, try and face their own issues. We all have issues that we are battling in this life. So we shouldn't just dwell on somebody's problem, somebody's, you know, situation, somebody's way of life, and then run our mouth and castigate the person. This their issue is overflowed, but now they are going extra mile, calling social services for the girl. It doesn't make sense. And I haven't seen anything different that she has done, you know, from the few videos I watched. I haven't seen anything different that she did badly for them to have done that to her. I don't know. Yes, so yes, Mel. Her hair is yeah, thank you, sis. Thank you. I really appreciate. Thank you. I really pray that people will see this your comment. He married her because of her status. I really pray people will see that from that angle. But they want her to wear long sleeve like I am wearing, so that she will be a good girl. I don't know. I don't know. Me, I'm wearing long sleeve. That doesn't mean I am better than Cora. I don't know. Anybody, you know, people should just judge people less. That's the way I say it. Absolutely, Mel. I agree with you on this one. I completely agree with you. Thank you, Vivian, for joining me. I really appreciate you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. Mel said he wanted the popularity. Absolutely. You know why I believe he wanted popularity? Because after he made that retraction and apologized to the girl's parents and every other person he apologized to, he could have stopped. But he could have stopped at that. Go solo, quiet, under, nobody will hear anything again. But and then Korra, maybe he expected Korra to react. Korra, being the more responsible one in this matter, refused to say a word. Maybe that one aggravated him, made him more crazy. He now started talking and all of that. I don't know. And he's becoming very popular. You just type Justin on any platform. His name will be one of the number ones to pick up. Just type Dr. Justin. You pick him up anywhere, any platform. So he's becoming popular. People are searching about him, Googling him all the time. If you go to Google, type Dr. Justin, he will come up immediately. He's enjoying it. I feel he's enjoying the social media, and also he wants to make money from social media. That could be why he refused to stop. She might be of best behavior. Thank you for saying this. Honestly, we are so judgmental, but I'm happy I'm hearing this kind of positive things from women. You understand? Because the people castigating her in the comment section, most of them are women. Most of them are women. She might be the best human being, honestly. She might be. What she does is her profession, dance. And anybody dancing belly dance, they should. I remember those days growing up and then listening to Shakira and watching Shakira. Oh my God, the way Shakira was twisting her waist there, we used to practice it those days. But unfortunately, some of us couldn't learn the trick. One shout out from her will give him many clients. That is it now. That is it. But the guy, I mean, even if their relationship was very rocky, he could have handled it better. He could have gone for mediation, see if they can talk, talk about it, discuss, let professional help them, not social media. People talking to you on social media, they're only using their keyboard to destroy you, to make you, mar you, or make you. That's what social media is all about. So I hope he stops, and I hope Cora finds peace, because right now they are putting her on the edge, and it's not good at all. She hasn't really had 1 week of peaceful, after postpartum days. She hasn't had 1 week of rest since she gave birth. 1 week of peace of mind. This lady has not gotten that. And people are here castigating her. Sorry, guys, my kids are waking up one after the other. You guys need to leave, okay? Thank you, Jenny Onyinye. Thank you for joining me this morning. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate you for joining me today. So, I'm talking about raising our kids in 2022. How do we raise our kids in 2022? Are we going by the standard of social media commenters? That's the way I look at them. Some people will just see 5 minutes of you and your family on social media and then use it to judge you that you're not a good mother, you're not a good father. Hey, I don't know if that makes sense. So terrible of me. Immediately after, yeah. See, Pilov, the he was the one that that received the baby because she did home delivery, water bath delivery in their home. The guy was the one that caught the child when the child was coming out. Then 4 days after, on the fifth day, he was on Instagram. I'm divorcing Korra. Somebody said it when we were having a live stream. I told the person, forget it, it's not happening. How can that be? That it was just 5 days of of her giving birth. Weren't they doing lovey dovey 2 days ago? Only for us to get the next day, he said it's no joke, that he meant it. That's where they've been back and forth. And the lady has refused to say anything horrible, anything bad about the husband. She has refused to talk. And this guy has said all manner of things. Any unprintable name people call a woman, the guy has used it on this girl. He did, from her private part to every part of her body. The guy has destroyed on social media. The person you said few years ago that the apple of my heart, the sugar in my tea. Anyway, Akosa tasty recipe. Sis, hi, thank you for joining me. Please, you guys should not forget to thumbs up the video. Thank you guys. You guys are amazing. Akosa, I said I'm gonna check you out on Instagram so that when I come back to my kitchen cooking channel, we need to do collab together. I love your recipes. I love your recipe. I already bought plantain and I let them to ripe some more so that I can make that plantain cake. I really, really love it. And thank you for responding to my comments. And I should try the turmeric. I appreciate. Mama, unique lady P, my sister, my baby girl. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. What is not joke? Please. I just got her. You just got who? Please, let me know. Okay, let me see if she wrote something before. Unique, what are you saying? So that I don't feel okay. Okay, Unique Lady P, I'm talking about raising our kids in this dispensation. And case in hand, Korra Obidi. Yesterday, she made a plea on social media about people calling on social work for her, social services for her, that they should please leave her alone. But one prayer she has for them, that whatever they are asking to happen to her will happen to them. This lady has been quiet since Justin came on social media to wash his dirty linen. But the way people are really carrying on so badly. How could somebody pick a phone and call your country's social work because of what a 2-year-old said? That 2-year-old, you only had the person from the other side of the world, maybe from your phone, from the computer, from the TV. You weren't present to hear that child very well. How many 2-year-old can speak very well? I didn't even hear what the lady was pointing at. Did you hear it now? I heard nothing. So they said that Korra said yes, that your father has been deleted, has has whatever. I don't want to say the exact word the child used because of social media. And then they now judged her, concluded, picked their state social services number and start making calls for social services to come and visit her home. She was really, really pissed because I felt The reason why she came making that video, maybe they've already visited her and she was, the after effect. She said, why can't they leave her alone? Hi, Nazo, as the beautiful Otonwa special. How are you doing, sis? Thank you for joining me. Yeah, so Naza, I was going through Instagram. One lady, she's actually carried a Korra's case on her head that she's the people supporting Justin. So she posted on her Instagram that about somebody else's video where the person was interpreting what Korra and her 2-year-old said. The 2-year-old was like, where is daddy? That daddy has been, Killed, and then they now said that Korra said yes, that daddy has been Killed. I did not hear it, and I watched that video 3 times. I didn't hear when Korra said that. So based on that, they were judging her that she's a poor mother, she's a bad one, she's this, she's that. They start calling social services for the girl. I don't know why they, until that girl start feeling suicidal or something. Maybe that's when they will know that it's high time they left her alone. They should allow her to process her pain. We all have our difficulties, we have our challenges, we have one thing or the other that is stressing us. Those following her case bumper to bumper, not giving her a breather, should just let her be. I honestly, that girl is stronger than 90% of women. I can't see somebody that just had a baby and they tell you the next thing is that they're divorcing you, and she will come the next day dancing. Those dance she has continued to do, I believe, is her strength. I believe is what cheers her up. The world itself is such a difficult place. Her mother is not there to help her with the nursing of the newborn, and she has 2 of them to take care of. I don't know why society always expects women to come and start crying the weaker link before they will let us let us be. Not everybody can come crying. Some people are stronger than others. She is strong. Because I tried to process that when I came back from the hospital after 2 days from when I had my baby. I was still trying to understand my body because the down there was still trying to like arrange itself. If I go to take my bath, I was feeling very angry with myself. Then somebody will now come and tell me, you know what, Oyoyo, we are over on social media. How will I even process it? I tried to put that girl in my shoes for me to like feel empathy for her. And Justin has continuously, I would say, giving interviews, because what he's doing is giving interviews to his audience. I don't know. I don't know where they are going with that. Let me see if I'll read some comment. Yeah, that's what is going on online. Unique Lady P said, I heard she told her child that her daddy is gone. But I didn't hear that. I did not hear that part. I tried to play that video because I saw it on someone's Instagram, those campaigning for Justin. I tried to play that video. I didn't hear when she said that. And what I'm trying to say here, some 2-year-old, they can't speak well. Okay? So only God knows what the child said. Where did the girl get that kind of word from? Where? So you just be in your house and interpret what is going on in another person's home. I don't know, honestly. Oh, thank you so much, Honey's Kitchen. Okay, no, it's not Honey's Kitchen, it's Ufoma TV. Sorry, you got to leave early, cooking and shooting a video today. Have a lovely weekend, everyone. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Then why did she delete the live stream? Did she delete the live stream? Unique, if you know this story very well, please come and share with me, please, because I really don't watch Korra. I can't remember the last time I went on Facebook. I can't remember the last time I went on. Okay, let me keep she is very strong. Of course, she's a strong woman. It's a very cold word, yes. So people who just, you know, all those people talking, they have their own pain, or they have their own struggle, they have their what they are going through, but they will not. They will leave their own and face another. Just like the Igbo adage said that "Ibuluzo etochapụ ajị dị gị n'ahụ before you look for another person." I'm gonna translate that. That you should first, remove the dirt on your body before considering removing the dirt from another person's body. You know, they have their problems, but Korra Zone is special because everybody want to trend. Everybody want to make money on social media. Facebook pays more these days. So people are on social media saying all manner of things. Code with Samuel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you. Unique Lady P. Come on, I just dropped the link again. If you have more of details about this story, please jump into to elaborate because I didn't watch the live stream. I only watched what somebody put on Instagram, and then Cora's plea when she came crying on social media. Those are the things I saw. Thank you all for joining me today. I really appreciate you all. Please don't forget to thumbs up the video as you're coming in. I really, really appreciate you all. Yes, so honeys, I really, people should just be, that's the way I look at it now. People should just be intentional about raising their kids. Yeah. Yes, so what we need to do in this 2022 raising our kids. I made a video about poor parenting in terms of the 10-year-old girl. The girl, her video went viral on Twitter. I made a video, security checks we need to apply as parents, what we need to do if our kids are already having tablets, laptops, what is it called? Phones. If you have a child that has a smartphone, please, you need to watch that my video to be able to know what that is working for a lot of people, and also the safety measures that we need to apply to what we're already working on is very, very important. Is the video I'm editing now? Yes, she deleted. Vivian, okay. Oh, Vivian, just give me an idea. Did you hear her say that? I really need to know if she said that. Oh, thank you so much, honey. Thank you so, so much. So yeah, I'm blushing, girls. I'm blushing, guys. Honey is referring to my video that is recommended for every parent to watch. So if you're a mother, a father, a big brother, or a big uncle to little young ones, please go watch my video. Share them in your WhatsApp group as well. Let them, get one or two tips. Honestly, let them get one or two tips because parenting these days, we can't parent the way we were raised. During my time, it was landline that we started. What is it called? Um, we said we had landline when we were growing up. There was nothing like smartphone and all of that. So smartphone is a thing of new age, and we should adapt to the new age and figure out what works, how we can still achieve what we want to achieve. uh, okay, no problem, Unique, no problem. I understand it's Saturday, a lot of us are doing something. I think I left you did. I've not even gone to reply my comment because I've been super, super, super busy, but I thank God my calendar is almost free, so I'm going to do a lot of responding to comments today. Okay, Unique says she saw it on Summer's timeline. I don't know about those social. Okay, these days, person go dey social media for all day long. Yeah, so that's what it is. Oh, aha, you see? Okay. Uh, yes. Thank you for that. Your amazing comment. I'm going to get back to all the comments. I really, the one you left for me, I read it. I read it two times. I read it two times, honey. After reading the first one, I went back again to read it because, like I said, I'm open to learning. I have an 11-year-old. and she's the same age with the Christ, is it Chrisland student? She's the same age with that girl. So I'm open to any form of advice as well. So I'm going to add those that I get from the comment section to what I'm already doing. So if you haven't watched my video on parenting in this dispensation, please go watch that video. Let's see. Okay. Akosa said, I started using phone in the university. My sister, you see, now university will meet phone. Oh, you're so right, my dear. I remember the first time GSM phone came to Nigeria. It was during Obasanjo's time. Hey, we were like over the moon. And even at that, after the phone came, we started understanding. The first thing was like you get your email address and all of that. The next thing was Facebook. It was Facebook until recently the likes of me got into Instagram. And then I got into TikTok because my daughters, they will come home, TikTok. I said, okay, fine. I got TikTok. I downloaded TikTok. They will use my own phone to do TikTok so that I will be able to monitor the song they play on the TikTok and the dance they do on the TikTok. So everything was done on my phone. If I don't approve it, it's not gonna hit the internet. And that's what I've been doing. And it's working for me. Yeah, so you see, but let me be honest, we are talking about phone. We say using phone in the university, absolutely. We are right in the university, but our kids are 10-year-old, they have phone. Some 8 years old, they have phone. And they have smartphone. They don't even have Nokia 2020. Anybody that use Nokia 2020 will understand. They don't have that. They have smartphone. And then before you know it, something is kind of buzzing on their phone. Something is popping up. They know about YouTube. They know about Facebook. I remember last summer we went for a graduation party. And then I saw we have a TikTok sensation among our Nigerian families here, but she's in college now. She got into college last year. So I saw little girls, they were running towards her. I was like, why are these little girls following this teenage girl? So they were like, no, can we take picture together? Can you be my friend on TikTok? I said, how old is this girl? 8. Can you be my friend on TikTok? Can you be my friend on TikTok? I was like, whoa. She said, okay, I'm going to set you up. I'm going to set you up. She was just making promises. I know definitely she wouldn't kill them because she's doing adult TikTok. She's dancing and all of that. And sometimes the dancing can be very suggestive. So I know she wasn't going to connect with them. Then you start asking yourself, everybody here in my chat section, we are all talking about using phone from the university days, but we are talking about kids now having smartphones, and then having TikTok, Instagram. So what are we doing as parents to make sure they are safe? I've said this thing before in one live stream. The first time I bought my daughter a laptop because they write a lot of stories. So I got tired of struggling with them with my laptop. I got one for her. And then my husband was like, why is she gonna have laptop? No. I said, okay, I'm gonna see whatever I can do to make sure everything is all taken care of. Thank you, Akosa, for joining. I'm gonna add you right now. Thank you, Akosa, for joining me today. I really appreciate you.
Sure.
I really
I
do.
just want to share something small concerning what you're saying. And for me, greetings to everybody on the platform, but whatever I will say doesn't mean that as a mother you have to go by it, but it might help. Me, when I was growing up, I thought my parents didn't like me. And then at a point, I thought I was adopted because they were so strict. My dad was so strict that even if I hear a sound of a car, I panic. The
Aw.
fear of even greeting a man was there. The fear of going to church, and then when we go to church, we are kids, so we don't know what's happening. We just stand out with friends. I didn't have that experience. So when I go to church, I sit in the church from the start to the end. I was not part of the kids who will roam going for bread and biscuits and stuff from their mother's bag. No, because you have something to answer when you go home. So you dare not misbehave. My dad was so strict. He drove to my school unexpectedly. He checked our grades, and then he made grades competition between me and my siblings. So if you have higher grades, the more gifts you get. If you have higher grades, the more gifts. When he's coming from work, he will buy you suya, those lovely things. So you're expecting that, so you're supposed to learn. And then in my house, we are not supposed to use phone. We are not allowed to bring friends home. Like, we're the kids that we don't even bring our friends to our parents' hall, and then they'll sit in the sofa and they watch TV. All this why I thought they hate me. But this is what I learned from this when I grew up. It has made me, like, it has shaped me into a better person. Right now, even when I'm going out, even though I'm married, I still inform my sister or my mom that I'm going out, because I feel I owe them something. I have been living outside for almost 9 years. And then when I was living, my dad was back home, but unfortunately he passed away last year. So I went home last year just to bury him. And
Oh,
then,
my sympathies over your loss.
sure. And then the fear of it even lives with me until now. I'm not saying it's a fear that is causing harm, but I think we modern parents, I would say modern parents because our parents are very old, we need to also impact that. We shouldn't say it's a computer world. Computer world cannot train your child. We should put limit, boundaries. When they're supposed to sleep at night, they should. If they're supposed to attend their classes, they need to know what is right and wrong. For me, my opinion, a child is not supposed to use a phone. You should be in your lane. You are a child. You should be in the child's lane. Some parents even fix their daughter frontal wigs at the tender age of 10, thinking it's a birthday shoot or something. No, they know their limit. They should be in that category. One thing I notice about Angolans, when you're underage, you don't fix a weave on, you only braid. So I saw a lot of, like, young girls in SHS who are from Angola, and then they only braid. I asked them, they said no, they are still young and then they are supposed to only braid. They are not. So we should have a norm that our kids to follow. I am talking in terms of Nigerians and Ghanaians because I'm more closer to this kind of family. That's what I've noticed. That we do not care anymore. The upbringing that we got, I think we don't want to instill in our children because we think it's the computer world, or they will be left out in school and stuff. But I think if we take our kids as our friends, let them understand that yes, this is a smartphone, this is what you can do on the smartphone, but it is not yet time for you to use it. I think it's an understanding. We are not depriving them. Once a while you'll be allowed to use it, but it can be a daily use. Some people, when they come back from, mommy, where's my phone? If you don't give it, either they will cry or they will misbehave. I think if we cut off those things and then they become our friend and we explain to them, even if they go out, nobody can convince them, because they will let you know that no, my mommy says that yes, it's a smartphone. At the right time, he or she, like, she will give me, or my daddy says that yes, I know it's a smartphone, it will help me, but at this stage, I'll give it. We should let our kids understand that this is it. We shouldn't lie to them. We should tell them the truth. For me, I was so fishy when I was about to graduate SSJ because my mom told me if I greet a man, I'll get pregnant. So my friend told me it's not true. Greet a man. It's good I had a big sister. I asked my sister, and my sister told me the truth. No, it's not like that. My mommy was scared because me, I had my menses at a very early age, at the age of 9 years. So my mom instilled that thing in me. I was scared to greet men and all that. But she put something in my mind. It makes me who I am today. I know the fear of something in a child is not good, but at times a little bit of fear will let when they go out, they tell them that It tells them that my mom doesn't like this. It's Asians who really, really like that. I wish we Africans can also instill that in our children, because for Asian, when they are going to school, you tell them that get a boyfriend. You say, no, my mom doesn't like it. My mom is suffering. My mom sells in the market to pay my tuition and all that. So they know the hard work of their parents. They know what their parents are going through to give them that hard earns and stuff. But we Africans, we try to please the kids even though we don't have. But I think we should let them know how we suffer to earn the money so that they will cherish it. I'm not saying this here to boast. My dad is very rich, but I was not that kind of rich kid who has everything. I was treated like any other child. If you're going to school with, let's say 10 naira, everybody goes to school with 10 naira. You are not above it. If you're supposed to eat in school, you eat in school. We should let our kids, if you are rich, you know you are over rich, you can give them anything. But we should let them fit in the category so that whenever the means is not there anymore, they wouldn't be compelled to, have it too much, or my mom has it, so I don't need to do this. My mom has it. This happens really in the celebrities, whereby a celebrity just walk to a school and misbehave because they think they are celebrities. No, they need to know the limit. Everybody has his own office where you need to put a respect. When you put respect, the child will respect the teacher. Even you, the mother, they will respect you. So I think our hard earns and our suffering, our kids needs to know. Even though we are in the modern world, but they need to know that this is what I do to get the money. My dad didn't give it that, but he paid our fees, everything. But I was, that rich kid that they would just buy them iPhone, they'll buy them that. I didn't get that. My first phone was for my brother. I didn't get that. My dad, even if he will buy you iPhone, he will tell you I should take $1,000 to buy you iPhone. Never. The statement he will tell me is, somebody even needs, let's say, $10 to buy university form. They don't get. You are here. Your school fees is paid. You get provisions. You get chop money, and you still want a phone. You are crazy. That's the word he will say. Like, he won't. He won't give you. He wasn't stingy. He was a very good dad he paid everything. I'm not in need. He gives me monthly allowance like that and hours. But we kids, when we are growing, we want it all by ourselves because of the status or where we are coming from. But no, I didn't get it that way. He made us know that I suffer. I work hard to get the money. So you yourself, the only thing I can give you is the better education, and then you become a better person. I don't owe you anything. He used to say this, I don't owe you anything. And I'm not telling you to be a better person, get your money and bring me. Mine is to fulfill God's promise, to take care of you and then give you a better training. That was it. So all this entertaining, like we bringing, allowing our kids to bring their friends, and then we'll be in the kitchen, and then they will be playing in the hall, standing in the sofa and all that. I think it's uncalled for. It's really because once we entertain them, they think everything is free, and then sometimes even when things like this happen, when especially let's say when the man is no more. I was watching a show. When the man is no more, now the kids try to turn against their mother. Hey, this is not your house, this is our father's house, we can do whatever we want, because they were allowed to do all those things when they are kids. It's so sad how some kids treat their mothers, but how mothers we suffer to bring up these kids. I think we should open up and let them know. Women are mostly blamed for kids' action because we mostly train them at home. Men don't stay at home that much. That's why we are being blamed most of the time. So I think we have to let them know what we go through as mothers. We shouldn't take them as kids. So let me hide it and make them happy. When we do that, I think the only thing that it's there when I am mama, I need this. They think they have to get it. But no, if they know that you're suffering to get it, they will limit how they behave and then how they do things. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Akos. I really appreciate you joining me today. Thank you so much. If we all here will start telling you how we were raised, is just similar to what you just said. I remember those days, our mother would tell you once a man, the moment you see your period, they will tell you once a man touches you, you're pregnant. So the fear of it will not even let you say hello to somebody on the way and all of that. But I still, even at that, you understand, I didn't like that kind of education. As just now that I've grown up and I'm a mother, I didn't like that kind of sex education. Mm-mm. That wasn't sex education for me at all. So, but I felt it worked for them because then our own way of, accepting discipline, receiving it, and working with our parents is quite different from what the society is offering right now. Like I said, when we were growing up, there was nothing like Facebook, Instagram, and all of that. So society is pulling those influences that we are now. Okay, all of us are on YouTube, for example. You understand? Most of us, our kids go to our channels to see what we are doing. Some don't have our time to even watch what we are doing. But you really said it well. We should get our kids involved in what we do. We should let them know. And I find it very difficult to process if a parent or a mother, a father will not educate their child the essence of money. When I mean the essence of money, what I do to earn money, okay, you can earn money. And what I do with my kids, sometimes I will break it down to the hourly pay. I will break it down if you don't work hard. I will break it down to anything. If we go to the store, I said, do you know the price of milk today? Do you know the price has changed? I try to like go grocery shopping with them. That's what I do. So getting our kids involved is very essential. I remember my husband one day called our big child and said, "You know how I came to this country?" She said, "No, Daddy." My husband said, "I came here as an international student many, many years ago. I was a young boy. I don't think he was up to then. He wasn't up to 18 when he came here. So he started telling my daughter, and he came to the state of Minnesota. Coming from Africa, he didn't know he was supposed to have a coat and all of that. And do you know how much was in his pocket? When he told my daughter that the highest money he had in his pocket was $50, my daughter said it's not possible. That after his ticket and all the small, small things they gave him to come with, that was the physical cash he had. So my daughter tried to process it because we've gone to store several times to buy clothes, to buy things. Daddy, okay, $50. What did he buy for you? And then on top of that money, when he got here, like I said, he didn't know he was supposed to come with a coat. And my state can be as cold as 35 minus 35 degrees. So the guy coming down from the aeroplane and the Reverend Father, he went to famous Catholic college here. The Reverend Father came to receive it. Oh, you don't have a coat. The man ran to his car and brought out a blanket. They covered him and they took him to school and then handed him over to, I don't know. I think they still do it. You have a family that kind of be your parent, right? Because your parents are not here, where you can go and all of that. So they had to get him a coat. The next day, they now took him to go and buy a coat. He looked at the price of coat, $35. You understand? So the guy he was breaking it down so that the children will know that life is not that easy to come by. But look at where he is today because he worked extremely hard to become somebody. Assuming he looked at the circumstances at the time, he would have gone back home, gone back to Nigeria, and all of that. So it's good to let your kids know the prices of things. It's good to let them know how hard you work to make money. And the thing I will say about COVID came with a lot of bad news, but in my home, COVID turned a lot of things around for me. At the time of COVID, my daughter was 9. So she noticed that in the morning we have to hurriedly get up because we are working from home. This girl will go to my kitchen and make breakfast and serve me on my decks and go serve daddy. So we are like, okay, you fried omelette. You say, yeah, how did you learn? I've been watching you, mommy. When they watch us, we think they don't learn. They learn, especially those that like to eat. They will learn. So COVID brought us together. That was the time I saw myself. I say, now I feel so proud that I've been able to do something, though, that I've been able to pass a little knowledge. So my daughter could be responsible to wake up, because they were in school as well, homeschool, work from home, and all of that. So he was like during lunchtime, our lunchtime, he said, Mommy, are you on lunch now? The homeschool finishes about 12:30. They are done for the day. So the rest of the hours they have it. The girl, I was like so impressed. So he now said, if you ask me about daddy, daddy is still working. My husband sometimes can work through the night, 2 a.m. It depends on the case they are handling. So they saw it practical, because sometimes when you drive to go to work, they don't know what you put in. But this COVID period gave them the understanding, the extent of it, that you can sit on a desk for 8 hours, sometimes 11 hours. Sometimes you can walk into the wee hours of the night just to make some living. So it's a good thing you shared with us. I truly appreciate it. And before I continue, I need to welcome some people in the house. Thank you so much, all of you. Thank you, honey. You're still here, and you're really, yeah, it's not all our case requests that we give. Absolutely. I agree with that. You need my daughter will hear this one. She'll say we are now in a meeting against them. I think we should, that was how it was said to us. Absolutely. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate. Thank you, Nemozo, for joining me today. I really appreciate. I really appreciate all of you. Anytime I go for an event, okay, let me see. Yes, absolutely. It helps. It helps when we get our kids involved. Thank you, Nemoza, for joining me today. I really appreciate. So we are talking about raising our kids in this dispensation, and Akosa is on the floor with me, giving us some good tips on how to parent, how to maintain our ground, how to still instill those discipline that our parents, instill in us. Definitely. So what I'm saying is, about sex education, that if somebody touch you, you get pregnant. I still tomorrow I will say that's the worst education you can give a child, because I remember those days. You can't, if somebody is coming close to you, especially when you're on your period, you just do like this. Don't touch me. Don't come close to me. I was lucky. I went to all girls school, so I didn't have boys in my class. Somebody shared with us a few days ago that they could not sit on the same chair in class with boys. You know the way they would now have programs. Everybody that she must sit separate, because the mother said if they touch you, you're pregnant. We should be able to do more, to go the extra mile, to teach our daughters the implications of early pregnancy, the implication of keeping your body until your wedding, the implication of being an adult before you do certain things. I bought a phone for my daughter, but before I did that, I asked my sister-in-law. My sister-in-law, her kids are all grown. The last one, the fourth child, is in the university right now, and three of her sons, two, they went to Ivy League school, Harvard, Yale, and what have you, and three of them are medical doctors. So I went to ask her, Auntie, what do you think? That my daughter says she needs phones so that they go for after school program this didn't. She said, my dear, I should go and ask this the youngest child first. Then and I said, okay. She said, well, that to her, she never wanted to give them the phone, but it was the brothers now said, no, mommy, you have to give her a phone. She was referring to her daughter. That the brother said, no, mom, you have to give her a phone, that she needs a phone, that is a must. And these people I'm talking about, they are Christians, not just in the way we were born Christians. They are good kids, the three of them. Good kids. So when these sons now spoke to their mother, you have to give the daughter a phone. She now bought a phone. She said that was the greatest distraction in the life of that child. But what can I do? I have to keep talking. I have to keep talking. So the girl now visited me. I said, okay, I called my daughter. I said, listen, I'm going to ask her this question. Let's hear what she has to say. So I now asked her, what do you think about me buying a phone for my daughter? She said, um, phone is overrated. Honestly, it's just that we don't understand it. This is a young girl testifying that is overrated. There is actually nothing in the phone that I would, in fact, even if you want to buy her phone, just buy the smallest of phone. Don't buy her a very big phone and all of that. That to her, there is actually nothing there. So she now started talking to my daughter. I would advise just wait until maybe you're 11, 12 before you buy you a phone. Don't be in a hurry because every other person in your class is, using a phone. So I said, okay. And I told my daughter, you hear? Did you hear? She said, yes, mommy, that she heard. So when she turned 11, I said, okay, I'm going to get a phone now because you're now in middle school. I need to know what is happening in school. In case if of any emergency, you can quickly call me and all of that. So let me read some comments as well. Because I said, me at the age of 10, you should know how to make everything. Absolutely. Hey, I'm so grateful to God, though. My daughter she can cook fried rice, Chinese fried rice, Chinese noodles. She can make jollof rice if there is tomato paste in the fridge. Anyway, not that she can't fry tomato paste because of the way it splatters everywhere. But she can make jollof rice if there is tomato paste. She can make chicken. She can make all kinds of cake. She started making cake and pizza when she was about 7. Her sister was about 3 plus. Her sister was 4. That was when she learned how to make cake at age 7. So she started with the sweet tooth, the cake, the cookies, and all of that. I don't like cookies. I don't make them. I don't like cake, but because of her, I had to buy the ingredients to teach her how to make cupcakes and all of that. So she started very early, and I'm so happy about that. Um, Honey said, my daughter is 13, and I'm still so at how to I'm and I'm so at how she evolves. She cooks and she needs to know how to control the house. You see, absolutely. Once a child is 13 in the US, you can actually allow them to babysit their younger ones. So it's a good thing. I'm happy hearing the testimonies of mothers here and all of that. And even our own testimonies growing up is indeed a good thing. And Jenny said, indeed, COVID came with both good and bad news. Honestly, if not the fact that a lot of people, passed during COVID, I would say that was the greatest thing that happened to me. Why I'm gonna say that is that I work from 10 to 7. Okay, my husband returns back at 5, and we both have to. So he leaves in the morning. I'll do the school run. I will go to work, and then he will pick the kids from school, or from after school or whatever. So this since COVID, they've not gone to any after school. They've been home with me. My daughter now knows the responsibility, the pain mommy goes through, because sometimes she will, like, when I'm on break, she'll come and sit on my desk. Okay, mommy, let me even pretend to be you. Are you going to talk to your manager? Can I have your earphone to speak? It was fun, and it was rewarding for me. And then the fact that we have continued to work from home, she will see that sometimes daddy will work up to 2 a.m. And it's not that the next day he will not get up to work. So they saw the pain that you need to put in to be able to get paid and all of that. So it really worked well for me, and I liked that. The only thing I would say I didn't like about COVID is that the people died. I didn't like that part at all. And then when I bought what I did before I bought the phone, I went into an understanding with my child. I said, I know I'm going to give you the phone, and it's not gonna be when you're 11. It's going to be when you're about going to 12. Okay. So you're going to be at least 11 and a half before I get you a phone. So forget the fact that your students all have phone. If you need to come in from school, go to the secretary, use your teacher's phone. They have phones at school. Until you guys start doing sport activities, that's when I'm gonna give you a phone. And because of COVID, like I said, all of those kind of outside activities were suspended until kids were able to things. They started, unwinding with the COVID restrictions. So I told her, I'm gonna buy you phone, but there is no download of any social media on your phone. And any text, I'm gonna have access to it. Any chat, I am the fourth person. If you have 2 friends, I'm the third friend. If you have 4 friends, I'm the fifth one. And I'm going to have passcode and password to your phone and emails. And it worked so well because the reason why it worked, because the discipline we are talking about, you don't just start disciplining a child when the child is 10. You start when the child is 2. Those 2 are called 2 as the age of a destructive age, where they will want to press all the buttons of your remote, all the buttons on your keyboard, press TV, press that, and all of that. That's when you start instilling discipline in a child. And then when that child understand that my mommy doesn't like this, daddy will frown at this and at that, they start, falling in line. And as we are doing this, we are also showing them love so that they can be able to come back and talk to us no matter the circumstance. I have discussions with them every time. There is no day they go to school that it doesn't go with, bye, sweetheart, have a great day. Just know I love you and Jesus loves you. It has been consistent for the how many years they've been in school. No day, I have never missed a day of letting them know that I love them so much and they should have a good day so that they will start the day well. Even if after scolding them, she will think, okay, go and get a sweater. No, mommy, I'm okay like it is not cold. I said, before you leave my house, you must grab a jacket, okay? Then she'll start frowning that mommy is always making them overdress. After saying that she's frowning, I will still say, I love you, sweetie. Have a good day. you know, it has been consistent. And then when you do something bad, oh boy, as much as they say we should not do the beating here, but we figured out how to get all of those done. So that is it. If you know what works for you, just go ahead and do it and keep talking to your child. Keep talking, keep talking, keep talking. There is nothing as good as your child knowing that my mother, my father got my back. No matter the situation, I will always feel comfortable discussing with them. So that gives me the assurance that they know the path that we want them to take. The path that you have to do the right thing. You don't have to dress anyhow and go to school. The way you dress is how you are dressed. If you dress anyhow, you are telling everybody else elsewhere, I'm available, come talk to me. But if you dress responsibly, they know that this girl dresses responsibly and I don't want to get her to talk to me anyhow. It's a tough thing for kids. I would say it's a tough thing. Some people don't let their children take the school bus because of the kind of things they say to each other in the school bus. It's a tough thing for them. It's a tough thing growing up in a society like mine, where I am now. It's a tough thing. But at the same time, if there are some kids that came out like a fine jury, you also should focus on that. It's a tough situation, but people still make it. It's a tough situation, still people still make it and still remember that Christ is still God. You understand? Based on those, like, they're examples for me. Okay. And then when I gave my daughter those rules about phones, she understood it very well. I said, fine, all your years in elementary school, you have been an exceptional student, an A student. I don't want, if I give you this phone, it's going to make you become a B student or become a C student. The day your grade will drop, just consider yourself phoneless. Because she doesn't want her grade to drop, she will work extremely hard to make sure she keeps at that. So that's just, we have to figure out what works. And for those like me that will buy a phone or tablet for their kids, make sure you program those things. Put on the security requirement to make the phone childlike, so that Google, the likes of YouTube, will not suggest any video you don't want your child to see. Is very, very important. You can buy a phone and set the phone as with your own date of birth. Set the phone with the child's date of birth so that the child will fall into his or her category. That is very, very paramount. We shouldn't miss that. Create an email account for the child. Don't set it up as self, set it as a child. Then it gives you the opportunity to be the manager of that email, the manager of the phone. If that phone logs into any other site that you don't approve, You don't even need to approve. Google will send you email automatically that this a particular email or this device logged into particular site. So the moment you know, you'll be able to know what your child, the sites your child go to, and what they do. These days, a lot of people get oh, I have a lot of things here, oh, guys. Where do I stop? Okay. Uniquely, I never shake hands with a guys in, in secondary school. Unique Lady P, that's exactly what Akosa shared with us here. That the fear is Akosa is a Ghanaian, so you can imagine the same thing we are talking about as Nigerians. That's exactly what she shared with us. So you can imagine that kind of sex education our parents gave us. This lie sex education is not in Africa. We need to address it. Honestly, I'm going to make a video one day about it. They should be able to do proper sex education. That's how I feel. Don't come and tell me if you touch me, I'm gonna get pregnant. Mm-mm. I don't. I never liked it because it made me see the opposite sex as a terror. And I have a brother in the house. I have cousins that will come and visit us, and then none of us got pregnant. My mother has 6 girls, so you can understand. She had to wear double khaki pants, raising 6 girls. So you can understand her situation. And then the big ones, they even teach us the any sex education. You would think, okay, the bigger ones would teach. Nobody taught us anything. It's still the same method my mother taught them. That's what was passed down to us. But now, I don't like that sex education. So what happened here when my daughter turned, when she got to 5th grade, they now sent a letter they were going to do sex education. I said, okay, fine. Let me even hear how they do their own education. Thank you so much, ladies. Nemoza said these days kids get phone at a very young age. I think a restricted phone at 10 is okay for emergency. Yes, that's what I think too. 10 is okay. Though I did mine at 11, but 10 is okay, at least for emergency. And what happened to me last week really made me feel very comfortable that my daughter had a phone. They went for track and field games in a high school, and they are at the time they asked us to come and get them. We got to school, a lot of parents were there too, not just me. They were not back, so she now texted me, mommy, our boss is yet to leave, we are still at the high school. I said, okay, fine. That the thing is that you're gonna miss your dance because they are wasting time, but I'm going to take your sister straight to dance so that she doesn't miss her own class, and I'll come back to get you. So I tried to call her back. It was my fault. I called a wrong number because I changed the number they gave. I didn't like the set of numbers, and mistakenly I didn't delete that name I saved in my. So I called that. It went straight to telling me the voice, the messages, the phone number wasn't going through. So I quickly tested her. She said, "Yes, mommy, that their boss just came." I said, "Okay, give and take. How many minutes will it take you to get to school?" She said about 10 to 15 minutes. I said, okay, I would have gone and come back. So I felt so good that she had a phone, that I knew what was happening at the event, in as much as I wasn't there with her. I really felt so good. Age 10, if you want to give your child phone, is good, but make sure you set in all the security measures to secure the child from online. Nemos said again, if very restricted, like calls to family members only, no internet. Yeah, at age 10, no internet. Yeah. Um, when I was 12, let me see what Akusa said. She said, when I was 12, my mommy traveled and left the home for me. I cooked and cleaned. I was taking care of my daddy very. Oh, you see, that is it. Oh, that is it. We should thank God for our mothers every day. We should just thank God for them. We should thank God for them because what they did for us, we are passing it down to our children. And I tell you, it's very gratifying to know that you're passing something positive to your child. Thank you so much, Vivian. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Thank you. That's a sign of a good mother. Absolutely. I really appreciate all of you for joining me today. Jenny said, exactly. I totally agree with you. I got a tablet for my 2-year-old. I created an email for her with her real age. In this case, she can't mistakenly download or access any adult app. I tell you, it works wonders. But I don't know how many of our young mothers know that when you set a phone, I really thank God for the likes of Google. When you set a phone with the child aid, the phone will take you back. When I was doing Watch Me, I Watch You, I went and picked my child's tablet to watch me. I couldn't find my name on YouTube. I had no access to adult YouTube. I was so upset. And I remembered, hey, why are you upset? This is for a child, But it works well. If only we can do that, that will help, at least save some situations for our kids. Yes, conversation is very, very important. It is very important. That's another thing that works like magic. Letting your child know one or two things every day. Keep talking. If they go to school, talk to them. If they come back, talk to them. Give them the opportunity to express themselves. Give them the confidence that they can talk to you no matter the situation. Get to know their friends. Get to know who your child is keeping as friend at school. Is very important. Is very, very important. Hey, Jenny O Space, thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate you. Don't forget to thumbs up the video for me. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Jenny says something else that is very important. Using family link, and there is a limit to everyone. She also gets timed out whenever it is time to sleep. You've done what you can do for her. At least that is one of the things I discussed in my video. I made a video about parenting in social media age. I made a video about it, and these were the things I pointed out. Those tablets you set as a child is not going to have anything, um any adult thing coming into them. But another step we took here in my home was this. Another measure we took was, the the phone has cameras, okay? And then those camera points, make sure you use a tape to cover it completely, so that nobody gets to see them when they are watching anything on on the tablet, on the phone or laptop. So if you seal it up, there's also something they sell on Amazon. I can't remember the name right now. If you clip it on the camera place, it's not going to show the face of the person using the device. We started doing that because of my husband. He said it's very important we do that, because some of these creeps, they still register their phone as children. They will come in as children. And what do I mean they come in as children? When they come in as children, they will start chatting the kids, thinking, the child will say, thinking, okay, it's a young person chatting me, and all of that. So that's another measure, especially when you have gamers, your children are gamers at home. You really need to do that as well. And there is something I need to share here. Sorry, guys. I had something to attend to. That was why. Um, yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your contribution. You guys are really giving me the inputs I need on this. Oh yes, so phoneless. That is the word for me, and it works so well. Children are very good with technology. You can set all you want, and they will reset it. Nemos, are you talking from experience? I really need anybody that has that experience you share with me. Ha, you can reset it. It's not happening in my house. I collect phone every night. I collect phone every night before they go to bed. And what I do when I pick the phone, actually, it's the only one that has a working phone, if I put it. I go through the phone history. I go through the music she listened to. My daughter has a playlist, so I make sure it's a playlist that she can play in the house. So if anything sounding funny, that means she's going to get punishment for that. So she knows that much. And then in terms of setting the phone, she has changed her password. No, not password. She uses iPhone, so she has changed the passcode like 4 times. And those 4 times she changed the passcode. I have the passcode to the phone because I will still use the phone in the night. I still need the phone every night to go through before I hand it over. So if they try to reset, by the time they get tired of resetting, we all reset it at the same time. You see, okay. Jenny is also saying once you're the manager of the phone, you must be notified. Yeah, that's the thing. You must be notified if there is any action on the phone or tablet. That's the thing. That's putting everything under your name because the backup email is my email. So anything happening, Google notifies me immediately, and then I'll be able to follow through. They can't be smarter than us. They can, no matter how they can be good with the devices, but we should put our wisdom to it on how to like do it. Why did I get to TikTok? It was because of my kids. I got into TikTok. If any of you, they taught me TikTok, and I asked her, "How did you know?" She said, "Yes, you can read about it." So, getting them, even if you don't give them a phone, if we don't give them a tablet, they use tablet. They don't have laptop from school. School gave them laptop, this small Chromebook. That's what they use at school, and they have access to internet. So what do? Everything, they can Google it. So don't even undermine your child. My daughter that is 8, she might not be able to type correctly some certain spellings, but she will ask Google questions. She will just say the voice and Google will bring what she's looking for. So they are very smart with it, but that security part, we should be on top of it. I put their devices with the right age. Like now, this video I'm doing now, this live stream, my daughter will never see it on her phone because of the way her phone was set. If there is any hard talk on my phone, on my channel, she doesn't get to see it. So if we do what we can do, the rest will live for God. That's just that's just the way I see it. We can't just control everything, but the ones we can be able to control. Uh, I'm also posting. Some will say it is for the kids to be up to date with technology without knowing the more important things to do. Absolutely. It's not for them to, whether you give them phone or you don't give them phone, they will still learn it because they're very inquisitive at this age. They can research anything on Google, they can ask. And if you don't make them understand that, okay, fine, this is okay when you do this and do that when you have access to internet. If they get to school, that inquisitive nature of a child will make them want to know, why is it that mommy doesn't want me to like do this? Why is they will start typing and finding out things that you don't want them to find out at home. So it's better you come teach them some certain things at home. Let them understand, yes, we can actually talk about this. And for young kids from age 9, age 10 upwards, we should be able to start doing sex education at home. It's very important before somebody else will teach our child the sex education we are talking about. So the moment to start understanding that and embracing it is definitely going to work well for us. Educating our young kids and the use of technology, the use of phone, and all of that. Mel said, in my opinion, just don't buy a phone that is smarter than you for your child. Mel, I agree with you 100%. If you know you don't know how to walk around social media or even use a smartphone, don't buy a smartphone for your child. You might as well buy your child an analog phone and everything will still be okay. It's just for her to receive calls and then update or text messages. Everything will be okay. Honestly, some people will say, I'm not in social media, I'm not a social media person, and then they wouldn't know that their kids are already on social media doing all sorts of things, just like what happened to that girl of the Christian girl. Just like what happened, she has a social media account, like me account. She has posted over 526 videos, twerking videos for her age. Where is she twerking to? What I tell my girls all the time, I tell them, see, adulthood is so boring. There is nothing fun in adulthood. What do I mean by that? It's only work, pay bills, take care of children, and attend graduation parties and attend birthday parties. But now that you're a child, Enjoy your childhood. Don't be in a hurry to grow up. And I now told my daughter the story of Michael Jackson. When Michael Jackson made a video, I missed my childhood. She even asked me 3 days ago that why did he miss his childhood? I said because they were busy traveling from show to show, recording music, doing music, and his parents were very strict. That they were Jehovah Witness people, very, very strict parents. So you have to get the dance step right. You have to sing the song right. So it was from show to show, show to show, show to show. He didn't get to have the time to play outside with his age mate. And that's when he sang it as an adult that he missed his childhood. Ladies, just give me a second, okay? Please, sorry about that, okay? I just had to attend to something quick, but I'll be posting the likes and all of that and the comments here. Just give me 1 minute. Sorry guys, I apologize. Let me see what Nemozo said. Yes, Onyi said yes, for parents who are technology savvy, some of these kids are good. Absolutely. They are exceptionally good. You don't even need to say that a second time. At age 7, they're already doing wonders with their phone. Sorry, guys. My phone just plugged up. Let me see what Nemozo said. Nemozo said, okay, Honey said, that's why I don't want to hear. I also collect phone every. Why are you like me, madam? I collect photo every night. Mm-mm. Yes, so because I need to make sure. I need to make sure before they will smart me. Every passcode, yeah, I know. Absolutely. That's the same thing with me. The phone was actually here with me until she woke up and then came and take and take her phone. Yeah. My Nemuza said, my daughter is only 4, but I have nieces and nephews that are teenagers. Story for another day. But I'm learning from what I see. My dear, anything you learn, oh, please come and share with us. Say, my daughter is yet to be a teenager, but I have a friend. Her kids are now 18, 15, and 14. So she just told me a few days ago that her daughter doesn't have her time anymore. She's 14. Yeah, she's 14, right? No, she's 13, going to be 14 this year. That she doesn't have her time anymore. That once they become teenagers, it becomes a different ball game. I said, well, I will just go to my sister-in-law that have raised their kids. When I mean wonderful children, oh my goodness. Academically, they are sound. Spiritually, they are perfect. They are good. The one that graduated from Harvard was so mesmerizing. So I'm using them as a yardstick for my daughter. I say, you see, This is what goes on in the family. And then my other sister-in-law, she has 4 kids. Three already out of college. One is an engineer, one is an accountant. And I say, you see, nobody has missed it. So don't let it start with you. You have to keep that in the family. Let everybody be focused. So we will keep trying and do what we can do, and the rest will leave to God to help us. And again, bringing them to church, letting them participate in church, not just to come and sit down in the church. Let them participate. If they are doing cleaning in the church, let them come and join and clean. If they are sweeping, let them join. If they are setting the chairs, let them participate in the things of the Lord. It helps them to know, yeah, in as much as I do chores at home, I can also do chores somewhere. And also take them to volunteer. Yeah, it's very, very good. That volunteer thing, it works well for me because my husband takes my daughter to volunteer, feed the hungry children. They will go sort out food, put them in boxes to send to Haiti and all of that. It makes the child understand, why are we sending? Because they will ask you question, why are we sending? I remember when the Haiti thing happened, why are we sending food to Haiti? You now have to educate them because this happened to them. Most of them are homeless, refugees. They can't be able to afford to feed common, meals. That's why we are packaging these things to send to them so that the kids will have food to eat so that they don't go hungry. So it kind of makes them sense of responsibility, if I'll put it that way. It really, really helps. I'm telling you. And another thing I do in my home, and initially when my little girl, she likes to eat fruit a lot. And the next thing, she will just pick one apple, cha 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 cha. She will just eat half of it and drop it on the table for you. I will now call her, come here. Do you know how much they sell apple in Nigeria? The girl, small girl, oh, she was 3. She said, no, mommy. I said, do you know some children in Nigeria, they've not even seen apple to eat before? She said, how can that be possible? I say, exactly what you're hearing from me. Apple is very expensive. Do you know how much they sell grape? I will now convert the amount because then grape was 1,800. That was before COVID. It was 1,800 naira. They were selling it in Nigeria. So I will convert it and say, so this one you're wasting here, God is not happy with you. So I will go back to the scripture to tell them that you don't have to waste food. That is a sin to waste food. So they keep hearing it. I say, next time I will see my apple eating this way. If you know you can't finish an apple, tell me to cut them into sizes so others can eat with you. Yes, mommy. So you just have to keep doing what you're doing, and then learning new things. If anything is coming up, be the first to learn it before your child gets to know what is going on. Learn it so that when they come with their tricks, you'll be able to like say, hey, stop. uh Honey said here, in my children's school, their phone has to be connected to school Wi-Fi, and site is restricted to be. That is it, girl. I like that. I like that. So the moment they step in school, it changes automatically, connected to school Wi-Fi, and you can't download anything from school. Oh, you know why they do that? They don't want to take any liabilities. Is a very pricey thing here. That my child went to school and downloaded because of that. You're suing the school. They don't want no loopholes. Every angle is covered. That's a very good one. And I'm gonna ask my daughter about that to make sure we switch her phone to that. That will really, really be helpful. What they do for schools here, you are not allowed to use your phone until lunchtime and then after school. That's what I know they do. They can't even use the phone any other time in school until these 2 periods. If you want to call your parents and you're in class, there is emergency, you use the school phone to call immediately. Yes, yeah, we have to educate them. They learn from their friends. So I tell you, they do. There's this thing I wanted to share here. I wanted to make a video about it, but for some reason, I was not able to download that video because some of these things are better when they are, visual so that people can see them as well. We all know our kids these days, they play Roblox, right? So I was watching a YouTube channel that was suggested to me. And then I now saw that the channel was talking about Kim Kardashian crying, that her life is catching up with her. Guess what happened? It was a Roblox game. So a Roblox game, the son was playing, either the son or the daughter, the smaller one, not the very last child, was playing a Roblox and then ran to mommy laughing, mommy, mommy, your name, laughing, mommy, mommy. She now took the phone and started reading what they were chatting there. They were chatting about her sex tape in Roblox. I was like, even Roblox is not safe. Though you can report it for bigger kids, like if a child is already 8, 9, they know they can just report it immediately so that the technology, the robust people will be able to like time that person out or ban the person. So the she was crying. I'm still going to look for that video. If I can find it and download it, I will be able to make a short video about it so that people will know. So the she was crying about it, crying, crying, crying. I said, well, like they said, TMZ. I didn't see it on TMZ. I would have gone to, maybe screenshot it and then make a video. But it was a video. It was on Hulu, one of their keeping up with the Kardashian thing on Hulu. And I don't have Hulu in my house, so I didn't even bother. So you see what I'm saying? Why I'm bringing this here now that we are talking about raising children in this dispensation. We as parents should be careful what we do, our lifestyle, what we do, what we say, what we put out in social media. Because internet doesn't can't forget that. You understand? They say internet doesn't forget. Of course, it's true. See what Roblox people did. Somebody came there chatting, telling the child about the mother's sex tape. Trust him. The next thing she did was to carry her phone and start calling Roblox immediately. She can afford to call Roblox because she's a known person. What if that happened to me? Even if I tried from today to call Roblox, they might not answer me. You understand what I'm saying? So we should also be careful as parents. Careful what we post out there, careful what we do, careful what we throw to the internet. I remember when a shower routine was raining on YouTube. I now prepared myself. I tied my towel. I was just saying, hey, I'm going to do shower routine today. Oh, 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 oh. Singing my song. My daughter ran. When the moment she heard me, she ran. Say, mommy, if you try it, just know that I'm not going to continue going to school. I said, that's exactly what I wanted to hear. I wanted to know your reaction. And I said, why do you mean you don't want to go to school? He said, of course, because somebody might see it and say, that's her mother. Look at what her mother is doing online. Look at her mother there. Look at her mother. Then they will start, making fun of her at school and then use it against her in school. And I'll say, wow. She said, yes, mommy. People don't even know what kids go through in school. If they pick something against you, you understand? They are going to capitalize on that and then make ridicule of you in school, that you don't want to go to school anymore. This was conversation I had with her. That was a few months ago when a lot of people were doing shower routine on YouTube. And then because I subscribe to those people doing shower routine, if I'm watching my video and they will just comment or it will pop up in my screen, my mother like, what's that? I said, no, it's not for you. You understand? I will quickly exit that. What I did at that time was any device I subscribed those people doing shower routine, I went and unsubscribed because I don't want to put myself in that kind of position that you're always conscious when you're using your phone if your kids are around because of what will pop up. You understand? So that was exactly what I did. So why am I saying all of this? We should be careful what we subject our kids to. We are talking about raising them, doing the needful and all of that. How about us? How is our life reflecting what we want them to learn? Our life should reflect what we want our kids to become. We can't just want them to be good. Why we don't show them the example? The saying goes, charity begins at home. So if they see what you do, and if they know what you are capable of, they will be able to emulate. Experience is the best teacher, and it still is the best teacher. They learn what we are doing, and that's the first character they are going to form. Sorry, guys. She just came here to carry my ball. You know the exercise ball? I was using it to roll my legs while I talked. All right. Thank you, ladies. You guys are amazing. Nemuza said, Honey said, Nemuza, let me start with Nemuza. Nemuza said, the Chrisland girl story is sad. Kids should remain kids, both dressing and the way they act. Let them stay kids as long as possible. I tell you, you just nailed it there. You nailed it. You know, when I said a little story here about telling my daughter to be a child first, because once you leave that age and become an adult, life is boring. Nobody can give you pass anymore. You're thinking about how to make money, how to pay bills. You're thinking about how to do this. You're no longer a child. But now that you have the privilege, you're still a child. Enjoy it. Don't come crying like Michael Jackson when you grow old. Enjoy your childhood. Be a child. Roll on the floor. Play. Get yourself dirty. Play in the muddy puddle. Play under the rain. Whatever makes you happy as a child, play. Another thing we should do as parents is to get our kids engaged in physical activities. It's very important because if you engage them in a lot of things, we find out that they have short number of hours to be idle. It's only when someone is idle they remember their phone. So summer is coming. They can come outside and play. I did tente when I was growing up. We jumped ropes, skipping rope when I was, all of those hide and seek when I was. Let them engage, physical activities. By the time they exhaust themselves, they'll come back, eat some snack, take a shower. You just have few more hours until the day is over. So we can limit their usage on internet. Also, in that my video, I talked about screen and short time. I talked about internet turning off all internet access. When you think they've spent enough time already, you just turn off everything. Especially for those that have bigger kids, this definitely will help. And Honey's Kitchen said, my kids are 15, 13, 10, and we make the rules together and the chores are evenly distributed and is adhered to. That's a very, very beautiful thing. I'm gonna tell a story here. There was a family that came to visit me, and then when they finished eating, I would just tell them, no, leave the plate. A son, a boy, went to my say, Auntie, no, I can't leave the plate. I said, why? He said, no, no, no. In my house, I wash dishes. I said, but I'm going to load them in the dishes. Okay, let me just rinse them for you. I don't like the way we are packing them in the sink. I had girls there. I had girls in that visited me as well. But this boy. So when we finished that discussion in the sink, and then he now started rinsing everything, loading them in the dishwasher and all of that, I went to the mother and I said to the mother, well, my sister, well done. She said, what happened? I said, your son is doing dishes. She said, of course. Now, who do dishes for him before? See you. She said, no, 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 no. I wasn't born to suffer. So everybody, they all have their responsibilities. Those that will take out trash, those that will do the dishes, those that will sweep the floor. I said, even the boys. She said, yes, even the boys, because they eat. That was what she answered me. I said, wow. And that's the story of another day. Growing up, my brothers never did jack in the house, not even to raise a broom. They never did that. So when I saw that, it took me down memory lane growing up. I had a very good friend in secondary school those days. So I went to their house. I saw that the brother was making soup in the kitchen. So I now say, wow, your brother can cook. You say that he's cooking or soup. I say, that in my house they don't cook. My brother, that one we even wash dishes. Talk more of cook. So when I now go back to the house, I now told my mother, you see, every time you be sending me to do things, it's only me. And my brother would not do anything. Then I went to Chinelo's house. Her brother was baking a soup. So my mother said, so what happened in Chinelo's house is what is you want me to do. She now said, well, I don't know how many girls Chinelo's mother has in her home. I have 6. So tell me, how can I have 6 girls in the house? Then the boys will be cooking. Then it cannot work like that. When you get married and have your own children, then you start teaching them how to cook. I felt short change because I felt my mother wasn't doing well by the boys and all of that. I remember when my brother was to go for youth service, he was in Bauchi State. And I think their camp is far away from the city. So there was no place to buy good food. Before he left for youth service, my mother used a paper and pen. They start writing how to boil yam, how to cook jollof rice. It was so much fun. That day I say, you are my seed. If you had listened to me when I was saying they should start cooking, by now you would have known how to cook. So that is it. We just have to like do what works for us. Sincerely, that woman in the US here really shocked me. Her male kids we are washing dishes. They might not cook, but they wash dishes, they clean and all of that. I was really, really impressed, especially that it happened here. I was really, really impressed. Yeah, the WhatsApp, I agree with you, Honey's Kitchen. Yeah, the WhatsApp, I do the WhatsApp. My daughter doesn't have any social media on the account, but they have a TikTok account, which these days I've not been up to it because I've been busy. And because it's my phone they use for TikTok, they haven't been able to post any video until I have the time. So if I have time, they will post video. If I don't have time, they will not. So that's it. And it works very well too. At 10, I see kids wearing ridiculous adult clothing. My sister, hmm. The thing, somebody Nazo as I talked about those that bleach their kids' skin, those that put extension wigs for them, the lace wig and all of that. And now, when I think about that, it baffles me in the sense that you start growing your child's hair from the time they are born. You understand? Then suddenly you start fixing wigs or fixing. What happened to their natural hair? What happened to their hair? I remember I struggled with my first daughter's hair because it was so kinky and so full. She had a very thick hair. I struggled and struggled. When she turned 5, I was forced to relax the hair because my sister came from California and then we went to salon. She was very upset. The girl was crying so badly at the salon just for them to make her hair. She now said, why not relax this girl? Said, so it would be easy to comb and all of that. So I relaxed the hair. And then just after a year, I couldn't keep up with relaxing all the time. The hair started breaking. It was really bad experience for me. So I now told her, you know what, when she turned 6 plus, after a year, I said, we are not going to do relaxer anymore. That I'm tired because I can't manage it. That is better for me to manage your natural hair. I know I don't have to be worried in the next 3 months. Oh, I forgot that we're supposed to go and relax your hair. No. So I started managing the hair back. We started growing it back. If you need stretching, we stretch it. If you need making it coils, we'll make it coil. And I started braiding her hair by myself. No more going to the salon. The moment I started braiding her hair by myself, she stopped crying because I'm going to take it easy in combing the hair. So this since that time till now, she's 11. We haven't done relaxer again. So, and I'm so happy I went back to. And they love to do braids. I told them, yeah, you have to represent your culture. You have to represent who you are and who are you. We wear braids. So, and because they now see mommy wears braids all the time, it's kind of natural. I don't even know how a mother will leave if you want you can stretch the child's hair to be silky. You don't have to do the lace wig and frontal. It's bad. I'll put it that way. And then for those bleaching their skin, I'm a very light skinned person, absolutely very light skin. And God didn't give me kids as light as I am. So I will now say because of that, I will go and start look for cream to to start lightening their complexion. Hey, even with the rate of cancer in the society, why do parents do that? My first daughter is so dark. It's so dark in color. You understand? So because she's dark complexion, I'll now say, no, 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 no. I want no. Why should a mother? Why should a mother bleach their kid's skin? Why? I still can't wrap my head around it. I don't know how to explain that. The thing behind it, I cannot figure it out because it's absolutely nonsense. No child should go through that. With the risk of cancer in the society, we know what mercury can do to anybody's health. then you now be the one that will bring problem to your child. No, parents should stop doing that if they still do. Oh, you see, I thought I was the only one that unsubscribed the shower routine. I didn't even know. Thank God I did, because it was popping up on my phone and I was being very conscious to know what's going on. Thank you guys for sharing this opinion with me. Good day, good for you, yo sword. Careful what I my darling. Yes, so them I can relate. Have you seen them making up for them and working waking them sexy, wearing them sexy clothing? I bet they should be children first, please. That's what I keep telling my children. They should be kids first, because you can, once you pass the age of childhood, you can't reverse the hand of the clock. You can't get it back. So the best thing for you is to be a child first. Adulthood is very boring. Is responsibility, responsibility, responsibility. Pay bills, take care of children, work, 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 work. No fun. And that's what I keep telling them. Thank you, Chief family, for joining me today. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Vivian. Oh my goodness, I have a lot that I haven't read. Seriously, kids should stay kids as long as possible. Sometimes the parents are the problem. I tell you, parents are the problem sometimes. You are absolutely right. Oh, Vivian says she has a premiere at 18:45. That should be 11:45 a.m. So in the next few minutes. Thank you so much, Vivian. I really appreciate you today. Thank you for always coming back to join me whenever you see me online. Thank you. Thank you, Nemoza. Thank you so much. And if you guys can also jump in for Vivian's premieres, if you have the time, please. Thank you so much, Honey's Kitchen. I really see, I'm so open to learning, and all the things you guys are sharing in the comment section, I'm really taking them down. I don't close my comment section at all. I don't. I leave it open because I feel some people should learn, even if you don't have the time to listen to the live. You can also read the comments and hear people's opinion, what their concerns are. I think is very, very important. Thank you guys so immensely. I really appreciate you guys today. Oh, Glory Reality. I didn't even see when you came. Sorry about that, sweetie. Thank you so much. And Eno Inyang, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you guys. I really do appreciate you guys. You guys shouldn't forget to turn off the video for me. Please give me a thumbs up as you're coming in. Thank you guys so immensely. So, like I said, we should be the example we want our kids to emulate. We should be the example. I will tell some people will say my role model is this. I don't have any role model. My role model is my mother. My mother went through hell to make sure that we got where we are. She worked herself up to make sure she provided meals on the table. My mother is a widow and she raised 8 children all by herself. 8 of us went to universities. Most of us have double degrees, 3 degrees, and all because she channeled us in the right path. I don't take that for granted. I appreciate her every day. I thank God for her and being so strong. So when I see her and see a widow today, I know you can achieve anything you want to achieve. You just have to remain focused. And the discipline she instilled in us is actually what has kept us. One of the things she keeps telling us is to put on your smile and also make sure you look good, because nobody will stop you on the way to search if you have dollars or if you have pennies in your pocket. Make sure you look good and look decent. That looking good also makes you happy. It puts the cheerfulness when you see yourself. You say, yes, in as much as I'm going through pain, I'm going through suffering, or I'm doing this, I still look good. I can be able to manage myself. If it's a cracker, you're able to buy your cracker, wash it very well, iron it well, and wear it and rock it well. Look decent. Honey said, I have enjoyed your LS today as always. Have learned something and I'm still my sister. And I mean, they learn pass. So, because when you hear stories, when Nemuzo says something, things she's seen around her teenage relatives. When you see children here, hey, if you don't open your eyes to what is going on in this day and age, you wouldn't know when your own child will sleep by you. You wouldn't know. So you have to. You have to be alert. You have to be up and doing. You have to be smart so that you can be able to like get them on time and make sure you keep them focused. It's very important. Very, very important. We are the mirror our children look at. Absolutely. Absolutely. We are the mirror they look at. Um, every behavior is what our kids will practice. That's the truth. That's the truth. I remember one of the days I was making a video. You understand? And they were playing around where I was, and I said, "What nonsense!" My 8-year-old ran to me and said, "Mommy, you just said a bad word." I said, "What did I say?" Because I wasn't very conscious of that the word. She said that you just said the word I said now. She didn't want to repeat what I said. I said, "Oh, honey, I'm so sorry." I even had to apologize to my audience that my daughter said I said a bad word because I said what nonsense. So when they understand that these words are not accepted in my home and you cannot speak it anywhere because you don't say it at home, you can't say it outside. And then what I told my daughter is, if you're having, if you're receiving calls from your friends, make sure you answer the call where I am. The moment you start running with your phone to your room to answer call, that means whatever you guys are talking about, you don't want me to what? Partake. And so she said, "Okay, mommy." I say, "Yes. Remember, I'm the fourth. If you have 3 friends, I'm the fourth friend. If you have 2 friends, I'm the third friend. Chats, text messages. Yes, I have privy. I can go to after you read my messages. My phone is an open book. Everybody in the house, they know my password from my husband to the children. So if anybody can pick my phone and go through my phone, I can also pick your phone and know what you're doing. Is that okay? That I'm not hiding anything on my phone, so you shouldn't." So we had that understanding, and she's beginning to get it. And when it comes to church, she partake in the church. She does things. She hold among the people holding services and all of that in the church, and it kind of helps me a lot to know, yeah, this child, by the grace of God, will definitely get into the right direction. At least now that they are under my care. Went into someone's live stream, and I talked about how that Chrisland girl's mother, how she failed in raising that girl. Some people will not agree with me, but that's my opinion. And I'm still holding to my opinion. That woman failed in raising that child. She can't tell me that out of the 526 videos that daughter of hers made, she never saw her making any video. She never saw her dancing. So where what was going on at the time she wasn't making those videos in the, will I say, in the street to say, okay, maybe when they went out, she made the videos. She was making the videos in her room. So is it that the woman never checked on her, or maybe she was never home? A lot of things are going to be revealed eventually if they want to be honest with them on how the whole thing played out. It's very obvious that that child, though she's 10 or 11, had an adult in her life, going by what we saw on Twitter. And again, why did I say the woman failed? If you buy a smartphone for your child, you have to be as well be smart. Get into social media space. If she's on TikTok, find out which app she's using. It doesn't take anything to find out. Just take the phone from her. You'll see the apps that are on her phone. You ask questions, you have discussion, talk with your child. Get to know what the kind of friends they keep and what they discuss. It's very important. You can't tell me you don't know your child's friend. No, know them and know what kind of discussion they have. Where I'm saying this is, if we don't catch them young, now that they are young, we can't correct them once they get to teenage age. It becomes difficult. This is the year the age we need to build them, instill the moral, let them understand everything they need to know at this time. Is very, very important. It's very important. Somebody asked me about video games. I don't have any video games in my home. I might say, okay, because I have girl kids, maybe that's why. But they've asked me severally to buy PS this, PS that. I said no. And why do I say no to video games? I have a friend, each time I go to their house, the kids are locked up in the room playing video games. And I didn't like that. They might think they are giving them everything they want, is keeping them busy, at least them staying there, they know what they do. Video games are not also good because it's addictive. And once the child gets addicted to it, you'll be talking about book, they're talking about video games. How many books have you read in a month? They're talking about video games. So whatever we are doing, everything should be done in moderation. If you want to buy video game, have a short time. When I mean time out, know when to shut down the internet so that nobody can play game anymore. Let there be family time to everybody sit in the living room, have discussions, shout, play, laugh, discuss things that happen in the society. Don't just let the kids be by themselves all the time. It's not right. It's not. My kids have not grown that much, but I see my sister-in-law. She was the firm one. She told me, she was telling me the other day, I went to visit them. That was last year. So she was telling me, I don't know if you if you flog your kid, that she was doing that, you know. So the mother now, the mother had stayed with me for about 8 months, so she knows the dynamics that works in my house. The mother said, forget if you this one, she is just on point. She doesn't even miss a thing. So the woman was, that's my sister-in-law. She was with me for 8 months, so she knows what and what, how it happens in my home. So she was telling the daughter that no, if you don't have a problem with that, she figured it out very quickly. Why wouldn't I figure it out? I told myself I only have two. If I fail, then what else am I doing? I said again that that girl's mother failed her, the Christian student. Her mother failed her because God gave us these children for a reason. We are not just only their parents, we are caretakers. We have somebody we should answer to if anything goes wrong, and that's God. The only thing God gave us to handle for Him are our kids. That's the only thing. Our children. The making money, we have to figure it out ourselves. But this one is the sole responsibility, the core responsibility that we have as parents. So if we can't guard that thing well, we have failed. If at age 10 or 11 that girl is, she's already doing what most adults they can't even figure it out. The girl is already doing it as a master. What is left? They've ripped off her childhood. She's no longer a child. I'm going to read some comment. Honey said, the mom has seen the girl do all the videos. She's only in denial. Thank you, because that's what I feel. If they tell me that she never saw any of the videos, she'll say she's just dancing. Dancing what kind of dance? Sexualizing her body at 10. I don't know what to make out of it. Oh. I really don't. I wish I have any other explanation to say. Nemozo said, I really feel bad for her. Nigeria is a very tough country. People are busy making money. They forgot to put in time with their kids. You just said it all. You said it all, Nemozo. They are busy making money and they forgot, to put time for their kids. And some of them will think we are here. What is YouTube? YouTube has given me a notification on my live stream. Okay. Okay, I'm reading what YouTube they just sent me. I don't know which of my videos they're giving me strike on. Okay, I'm going to read that and see what which of my videos they're talking about. And it's this Chrisland issue, but I don't know if it's this particular one. So what I'm saying, because what did YouTube say? I wish I can, let me even read it. I don't know which of my video. They said we have reviewed your content and determined it may not be suitable for viewers under age 18 as per community guideline. As a result, we have age restricted the following content. Okay, so that content is not for children anymore. Is this my my Chrisland video? So anybody in the comment section that is a content creator, please, I need you to be aware of this. That video was Chrisland school scandal, leaked video, what happened, who to blame, legal implication. So if you have watched that video, you'll be able to know what they mean. So they are going to put it under age restriction. So it's not going to be for everybody. We haven't applied, they did not put a strike. They said we have not applied a strike to your channel and your content is still live for some users on YouTube. Keep reading. So that means anybody younger than 18 will not get that video. That's what it means. And this video wasn't done today to tell you that YouTube is doing their part. So we as parents should do our part. And anybody making videos tomorrow on that should know how to use the words to use to avoid getting emails like it or restricting your video to be adults only. Because I said my video is applicable to everyone. They said no, that is restricted to age 18 only. They said they did not apply strike, but it's still live and my YouTube is still okay, but it's age restriction. I should go and check what age restriction means. Okay, that's fine and good. So anybody hearing my voice today, just know if you're discussing that kind of stories, know exactly the word to use, and so that you don't get this kind of email from YouTube. Yeah, we are talking about kids. We have to be careful. Yeah, absolutely. That's why when I started the live, I didn't want to say exactly what Korra's daughter said here because of YouTube. And then the age appropriate thing. Yeah, absolutely. You're so right, Ada. Naza said, because what YouTube said. Naza, I hope you heard me when I read what YouTube said. It's about my video that I made. They said it's not age appropriate, that is restricted to 18 years and above. Yes, so YouTube restricts certain videos, maybe change the heading of the video. I think I should do that. I should be able to do that. But this one, they've already noted it. Even if I change the heading, they might not be able to allow it. Where is the video even? These YouTube people, they should just leave me be, eh? Huh? Let me see. So what they did to the video is it has the yellow dollar sign, so it's restricted to some kinds of commercial that will come to it. So even if I change it now, it might still not make any difference because they've already sent me an email. So it took them how many days to review that video? Okay, they said it's visible. Can you guys see this? You know, when people do this on YouTube, I don't know how they figured it out because I still can't. Shoot. I don't even know what to do. So what they did was 18 years and only. So it's not for everybody. It's for 18 years and only. My videos are all for everybody, but they said this one is not for everybody. So 18 years and only. So yeah, that's what it means. And the advert is limited on this particular video. So they waited until the video got to 1,000 plus. That's when they I don't even know. I was that video took me the longest of time to do. I did that video over 4 times from 2 a.m. until 6. My kids woke up to go to school. I was doing this video. I will finish a voice novel. I will say no. I will go and delete. I was doing the video Nezaville's video came in. I was editing mine. Her own came in. Before I could click on her video, she has pulled it down. She did another one. She pulled it down, said, okay, she's getting the same thing I was getting with. Because there is no way you see that video, you don't say some certain things. I said carnal knowledge. That is the legal term for, intercourse. Carnal knowledge. That's what they are pulling me down. So which word are we going to do again? I use carnal knowledge. I use I can't remember if I said sexual intercourse. I can't remember, but I know I said minor several times. So they now restricted it. It took them 5 days or 6 days to restrict my video. So this is learning point for anybody here listening to my voice. If you're going to do a video relating to that Chrisland school, just make sure, even if you want to speak the English, speaking it in broken, our Nigerian pidgin, when you want to talk about the age of the girl, because that's what is causing some of this now. Absolutely, it's exhausting. The reason why I made the video was okay, the thumbnail with the Christian. Nemozo, you're not a YouTuber, but you know so much about YouTube. You're so right. That one is another thing. I added that too. Let me even see. Yeah, that could also be, let me just put the school picture there. Okay. I just changed the thumbnail as well. But like I said, they are not going to remove it because they've sent me an email already. So they won't change it. That one I know. You're so smart, Nemozo. You're not a YouTuber. You know all of this. The thumbnail with the girls. I even kind of blocked the girl's picture, but they've seen it severally, so they will know and how to pick it up. With the yellow sheet, yes, that's the thing being restricted all over social media. Are you serious? Maybe that's why they restricted my own. At least those 18 years and over will watch it. It's a learning curve, and we are all still learning about it. Nazo said the situation exhausted me from inside to my physical body. Ikeguru. Nne, do you know why I did that video? Because that girl is the same age with my child. So I kind of went nuts. I didn't want to get involved, but I was so upset with the mother. And then she coming to social media to blame that she was gange hewa. I couldn't just process it. I say, could it be that this woman did not watch this video? Could it be that was why she came to embarrass her family, the mom? The girl is already destroyed on social media. You now came to add salt and sugar to it so that people will continue to talk about it. I said, no. That was the only reason why I made the video. And after making that video, when my kid came back from school, I sat her down again and we had another conversation. Nemozo, why not come on YouTube now? You are already a pro. She knows all the words, all the thumbnails that were in the issue. You see? Yes, so the word kerewa is not allowed on YouTube anymore. Honey's Kitchen, they just restricted my video, one of my videos though. So in case, okay, you're cooking, your own is cooking and lifestyle. I don't know if you make videos like that. They just restricted my video about the Chrisland school, not this particular live stream. The video I made about Christian last is down below in my videos. Hey, Ochitonia, thank you for stopping by, sis. I really thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. And as I said, my first daughter will be 11 in July. You see, but they grow very fast. People were busy arguing that the girl is not 11. I said they should just shut it. The girl is 11. When I look at that girl, I see my child. When I look at her, I see my child. They grow so quickly. It was reported by a child right group. So it's been deleted. Thank God, at least YouTube is giving you a head up. Facebook will totally remove it. YouTube never allowed that video to be posted. There was somebody that tried posting, and no, she didn't post the video, but she was given a strike. And the reason why she gave a strike, she was reading the likes of Tonto Dike's comments that she made about that video. So they gave this girl a strike that she will not post anything on YouTube until after 1 week, just because of that. So she's been on 1 week vacation now because of that Christian school. Thank God. I'm gonna tell on any other person I know that use that thumbnail to please change it as soon as they can, as soon as possible. They should just change it. And Vivian is out of here. I'm gonna text Vivian now to see if she can change that quickly. Where is Vivian? Let me quickly test Vivian. All right, so I just tested Vivian. At least that's one person I know that used that on her channel. Ochotonia, I think children are supposed to submit their phone every night. Again, unknowingly, I do check the phone. Unknown caller. I do check the phone. Thank you. You're doing the right thing. The phones must be checked to know what they have browsed throughout the day, or who they spoke with, or the chat they received, or the chat they receive from their friends. And you don't have to let them know that you'll be checking their phone. If not, they will delete everything, clear the chat on it. You just do it that you just want to do something on the phone, so that they will not get the a plan what your arrangement is. So I just texted you. I don't know who else that used the thumbnail of that video. So if you made a video about Chrisland School girl, please just make sure you remove the thumbnail. And Moment with Coty, thank you for joining me. I don't know if you have a Chrisland School video in your channel. If you do, if you use the thumbnail, make sure you go right now, change your title, take off the thumbnail of that video that has the boy with a yellow dress, because I just got an email from YouTube right now that they changed my video. It's no longer available to everybody. It's available to only 18 years plus. And I did not share anything on that video, but whatever. So if you made that video, make sure you adjust that as soon as possible. It's very, very important. What else do I have to say today? Okay, just change the video and remove the dollar sign. Okay, I didn't even use any of those. I didn't even use any, but I know I said the woman should. I played the woman's video in my own video when she said that they RAPE the child. Maybe that's what they hired. Yeah, it's not for okay. You don't have any photo of kids. Fantastic. That's good. That's good. Honey's Kitchen. That's good. That's good. Also, my love, Achitonia is missing you. Also, my love. Oh, ladies, you guys have been so amazing. Thank you all for sharing with me what we need to do in raising our kids in this dispensation. And also, thank you for sharing your opinion with me about Korra's issue as well. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I really, really do. Thank you, guys. You guys are amazing, honestly. Thank you, everyone that shared with me today. Thank you guys for sharing with me. I sincerely appreciate it. And I usually come on every 9 a.m. my time, which might be 7 a.m. Californian time every Saturday. I just want to make that time fix so that we can, deliberate on things. Okay, Achitonia, did you hear see what Uzor wrote here? She says she's catching up with Meet's videos today. Okay, so she's gonna visit your channel. Thank you all. Okay, a moment with Coach said she just made a video advising parents and the schools. Yes, that's a similar video I made. My video was the legal aspect of it, advising parents and school, but they still gave me that restriction that my video is for 18 years and above. which is okay. At least it's not a strike, so it's a good thing. Thank you all for being so amazing. God bless you guys real good. I've been here for 2 hours and 35 minutes. Unbelievable. When I came up today, I didn't even know how to manage myself. I've not had a good sleep because I woke up at 2:30 and I couldn't fall back asleep. So and then this morning, when I wanted to come, I was feeling so sleepy. But I said I didn't want to disappoint my community here. Let me just come and show my face, and God would direct it. And at the same time, God did direct today's stream. Thank you all for being so amazing, for supporting my channel all the time. I really appreciate each and every one of you. God bless you guys real good. So let's keep the time again. Next week, Saturday, 9 a.m. Midwestern time and 7 a.m. California time. Thank you all. Thank you, Ochitonia's family. Thank you, Nemozo, for being amazing. Thank you, Moment with Koti. Thank you, Naza. Thank you, Vivian. Thank you, Akosa. Thank you, Honey's Kitchen. Thank you so much, sis. I really appreciate you. Thank you for all the comments you left for me here. I'm going to still go back and read all of them because I love to learn. I don't have a teenager yet, so I'm still learning and I'm very open to expanding my knowledge at any point in time, especially experienced things that worked for people. So thank you guys for being amazing. I'll be calling it a day and today, so that we are going to meet again next week, Saturday. God bless all of you and may you all have an amazing weekend. Thank you so much. No, Nemoza is not a YouTuber, but she's always very supportive. She comes to support us whenever we are online. She's not a YouTuber, but she knows a lot about YouTube. You can see how she educated me now, telling me why YouTube is giving strikes and all of that to that particular video, and then words not to use on YouTube. Thank you guys. I really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you. You guys are amazing. God bless you guys real good. And have a very, very wonderful weekend. Okay. All right. See you guys next Saturday. Thank you.